we had gone through three types of forces, that is a gravitational force, muscular force and frictional force. Today we shall see few more forces. Okay, let's see. The other type of force is electrostatic force. So what is this electrostatic force? The force that exists, okay, the force that exists between two charged particles or objects or rest is called electrostatic force. Okay, so the force that exists between two charged particles or objects which are at rest, it is called as electrostatic force. So that means there is a force that will be between the two charged bodies. So there will be some two particles or there will be some two objects. So between those two objects there will be some kind of force if they are at rest. So that kind of force is called as electrostatic force. So just see this video, you will understand about electrostatic force.
Example for electrostatic force. Take a plastic comb or a plastic scale and rub it on your hair for a minute. Then bring the comb or scale near the tiny bits of papers. What do you observe? The pieces of paper are attracted towards the comb. This activity is an example for electrostatic force.
You understood what is electrostatic force very clearly now, right? Now we shall see another type of force, that is magnetic force. So what is this magnetic force? The force that causes attraction or repulsion between charged particles because of their motion is called magnetic force. So what is magnetic force? The force that causes attraction or repulsion. Attraction or repulsion between charged particles because of their motion. It is called magnetic force. Keep in mind, students. So electrostatic force, it will be caused when the objects are at rest. Okay, but whereas magnetic force, it will be created because of the motion of the objects. Okay, but both will be the charged particles. Now what is this attraction and repulsion? The force that causes attraction. Attraction is nothing but two objects will get attracted. They will get in contact. That is nothing but attraction. Getting close to each other, that is attraction, and moving away from each other, that is repulsion. Okay. Let's better understand this force through this video.
Activity showing magnetic force. So students, here you can see the repulsion and attraction between the two magnets. See, both these two magnets are moving away from each other. They are not getting closer. They are moving away from one another. This is nothing but repulsion, and it is caused because of the force between these two charged particles. And here is attraction. See, now these both two magnets, they are attracted because of a kind of force between them. That's nothing but the magnetic force. So it can attract or repel.
After electrostatic force and magnetic force, we will go for two more forces, that is elastic force and buoyant force. Let us see what is this elastic force. So the force that keeps an object exists to resist a change in its shape, it is called elastic force. The force that an object exerts, it's a force that an object will exert to resist a change in its shape is called elastic force. So it's nothing but, so it's a kind of force that the object will exert. Exert means apply. So it's a force that an object will apply. Okay, object is applying a kind of force that will resist. Okay, so that force will resist a change in its shape. That means it will hold, it will help to withstand. Resist is nothing but withstand, to change in its shape. For example, if you take a rubber band, what will happen? You know what it says? You can see this. This is a rubber band. So if I stretch this rubber band, it will exert some force, isn't it? So it will exert some force to resist its shape. So this kind of force, I am applying a force now it will expand. Okay, so but if I leave this rubber band, it will go back to its normal shape, normal position, and it will regain its shape by gaining some kind of force. That's nothing but the elastic force. Okay students, so this is about elastic force. So next is buoyant force. So what is this buoyant? Buoyancy is nothing but floating. Okay, so the force that keeps an object floating is called buoyant force. So it's a kind of force that keeps objects floating. Floating means floating. So it will be on the surface of the water. The force which does not allow the object to sink. Okay. So floating, तैरना, sink, डूबना. Okay. So if a force is not allowing an object to sink, instead if the force will allow to float the object on the surface of the water, that is called as buoyant force. So better see this activity.
You can see here the buoyant force. So what's buoyant force? It's the force that keeps something floating. So here you can see the ball is floating on the water surface. This is nothing but buoyant force. The force which does not allow the object to sink. Instead, it will make the object to keep floating. That kind of force is called as buoyant force.
Hence, that's all about forces, effects of forces and the types of forces. Now, we will study about machines. Okay? Machines. What are these machines? The tools that help us to do our work easily are called as machines. What are machines? The tools, so these are the tools that will help us to do our work easily. They are called as machines, isn't it? And you people and we all are very familiar about machines. Whatever the materials we are using to complete our work soon and very easily, all those are considered as machine.
Here you can see some types of so many types of simple machines. There is a lever, inclined plane, wedge, pulley, wheel and axles, screw. So all these are the example for machines, and these will help us to make our work more efficiently and easily.
So here comes the end of our chapter, that is force and machines. So next class we will start a new chapter. Today copy down all the points in your notes and I will forward you the clean notes very soon that you have to write in a neat long notebook. Okay students, thank you.